Hi, welcome to another episode of Silver Fox Scotland. Now, I'm a bit smug. I don't mean to be, because it's actually very bad news for the people living on Arran. But I'm smug because I'm right, as often I am, and I don't mean that in a big-headed way. It's just I know what's going on. I can see the patterns. Fiona Hislop was very pleased last Friday, a week ago now, and rejoicing when it was announced that the Glen Sannox was finally handed over. It's off. It's going to do its sea trials, but then it'll be ready to go. And should, in theory, start picking up people on the Isle of Arran from next month. No. Now, I did say this on the other channel, Hot Takes, Silver Fox Hot Takes, if anyone who watches here doesn't know about the other channel. It's my main channel. But I did push out that it'll have to do the sea trials, what's called the shakedown, and then it goes back in, they fix the things on the shakedown, then it goes back out, and theoretically at that point, it's got its seaworthiness licence, and it can start taking the passengers, in theory, because it's announced that it will go into service on January the 13th without fail. If it goes into service on January the 13th, I'll eat my hat, right? But she said, her words, "This is very welcome news, as this new vessel will support the people of Arran and the wider ferry network." It's not a new vessel. Let's be honest, it's nearly 8 years old. It's been out, weathered, in the storms, salted, in, out the water. 8 years. It's halfway through its expected life. What she failed to mention at the time is that the boat will automatically need to be removed from service in order to get a long-standing issue with its anchor fixed. And we've talked about this. It was the wrong anchor. There's a thing called a gypsy, and it's not insulting. It's the actual term, and it's kind of a restrictor. So when you release anchor, boom, and it goes down into the sea, it doesn't just fall down under gravity and yank things out and then stop and cause damage. It's a kind of restrictor that lets it fall quickly, but in a steady state. So at the same time, rather than accelerating down and that sort of thing, it just means it's a smooth down entry. It's called a gypsy, but they didn't have the right one. So they put the wrong gypsy on this ship, which meant they put the wrong anchor on this ship as well. An anchor's a fairly fundamental piece of equipment. You'd think, how do you get that one so wrong? But hey, management decision. It's as simple as that. So they've put the wrong anchor and the wrong gypsy on this ship, and it's there. So it goes into service, and then immediately it's not allowed to serve people because it's got the wrong anchor, and it's a safety issue. So the day it's supposed to sail, it's got to go back in. Good job. Permanent work needs to fix the anchor. At the same time, it's then almost immediately after that, within months after that, it's got to go back in again for its engines, because there's time-sensitive things within the engines, and they're coming up to their due. There's other various time-sensitive things that also have to come in over the next few months as well. Probably do them all at once, I'd imagine. But it just means that, this ferry that's cost £500 million, it's just not, is it? It's not going to sail. It won't sail on January the 13th. And then almost immediately it's back in to be fixed again. And then it'll go back out. And then it might take a passenger or three. And then it'll have to go back in to get the engine overhaul. I tell you, you couldn't make it up. It's a farce. There are people who write comedies who go, "It's totally unbelievable, mate." But honestly, it's like something out of Faulty Towers. Anyway, there we go. They were asked, this was CalMac were asked, when they say it will go into full service. And their response: "We are not in a position to confirm any expected date of the Glen Sannox entering service. This will have to be reviewed with CalMac once we have the materials and have agreed with them a new timescale for repair." In other words, don't start queuing up. You'll be a long time yet. They still haven't got a clue, have they? Thanks a lot. Bye.